Meditation is a process of letting go of everything. Whatever is stuck in your mind will begin to loosen. So if you wonder during meditation, it's actually normal. There are two major events coming up very soon. On Sunday, June 29, there will be an ordination ceremony for 81 new monks at Wat Phra Thammakaya, Johannesburg. If you happen to be in the area during that time, you are welcome to attend and witness the event. Elder monks from various countries will be coming together for this special occasion. After the ordination, they will travel to visit our center. We will be organize a Sangha Dana offering and alms giving event on Sunday, July 6. It's quite rare to gather this many monks in one place, so this is a special opportunity. On that day, there will be more than 20 monks present. It's a great chance to make merit, especially through alms giving. Normally, when we organize such events, we have only 2 or 3 monks, but this time it will be the largest gathering so far. All of the monks attending have been ordained for over 20 years. They are virtuous and highly respected, making this a wonderful opportunity to offer alms to them. You can prepare dry food, snacks, and bottled water, whatever you would like to give. Don't miss this event. I will remind you again and have you sign up as we get close to the day. What you can do is let the thought go. Don't hold on to it. Don't interact with the story that pop up in your mind. And also, don't resist or suppress your thought. What we need to do is to be aware and let go. A simple way to do this is, if your mind is overwhelmed by thoughts, just open your eye. That's one way to cut through them and reset. But if letting go is still difficult, we can learn a special practice from the Buddhist tradition. It's the practice of giving, generosity, called dana in Pali. There are 3 kinds of giving. 1. Giving material things. 2. Giving knowledge. And 3. Giving forgiveness. Giving material things. Human life is based on giving. From the moment we are born, we rely on others, unlike baby elephants, horses, or cows, who must stand up and walk right after birth. Human babies cannot survive alone. Without parents to feed us, clothe us, and care for us, we wouldn't grow up safely. Giving to our children or family members feels natural, but giving to strangers is not always easy. Yet when we share that we have, it creates happiness for both the giver and receiver. Giving is actually the act of sharing happiness. In life, people have different levels of resources. When those who have more are willing to share with those in need, it can ease suffering. The one who receives feels relief, and the one who gives feels joy. Generous people tend to have an open heart. They are like the ocean, which welcome all rivers. They are not attached to things. Their hearts can let go easily. And if it's easy for them to let go of external things, it will also be easier to let go of mental distractions. There's a story from the time of the Buddha about a very poor Brahmin named Juleka Sataka. He and his wife were so poor. They owned only one piece of cloth between them. just enough to go outside one at a time. One night, Juleka Sataka went to listen to a Dhamma talk by the Buddha. He was so inspired that he wanted to offer something, anything as an act of devotion. But he had nothing, no money, no possessions, except the cloth he was wearing. He thought of offering it to the Buddha, but then doubt arose. If I give this away, neither I nor my wife will have anything to wear. The story also describes his mental state as follows. In his mind, the thought of giving was like a bright light, the light of faith. But around it came many dark thoughts, selfish thoughts, trying to block the light. He struggled in his heart for many hours, from early evening until nearly dawn. The Buddha, knowing this, kept on teaching, giving him time to decide. The Buddha don't need the cloth. He only had robes, but he gave the Brahmin space to make the choice. Finally, Juleka Sataka offered the cloth with a full heart. After offering, he was overwhelmed with joy and shouted, I have won! I have won! I have won! At that time, the king Pasenatikoson was also attending the talk. Hearing the loud voice, he sent his attendants to find out what had happened. When he heard the full story, he was deeply moved by the Brahmin sacrifice and rewarded him with great wealth. This story shows us true giving brings immediately happiness. Even when we give something up, we receive something even greater in return. Prosperity often comes from generosity in the past. The more you give, the more you receive. And when your life becomes more stable, it becomes easier to practice meditation and let go because you have more freedom, both financially and mentally. To giving knowledge, there are two types of knowledge we can give. One, worldly knowledge. Two, spiritual knowledge. Worldly knowledge helps people live better, earn a living, and grow. Sharing knowledge allows society to progress. We can see that in the West. Knowledge sharing is common. That's why they often lead in science and technology. A great modern example is AI, which developed rapidly because of open source sharing. Many people work together to improve it. In contrast, many Asian cultures keep knowledge within families or groups. Some skills or arts are considered family secrets. When this happens, there's a risk that knowledge could disappear with the people who hold it. Spiritual knowledge, on the other hand, helps us live correctly and safely through the cycle of birth and death. Sharing the teaching teaches people what is good or bad, how to still our mind, and find peace within. It helps them handle suffering and become self-reliant. Talking about spiritual knowledge reduces mental wandering. It also helps us to reveal the practice of meditation and the values we want to grow in our hearts. 3. Giving forgiveness. Forgiveness means giving safely to ourselves and others. It means we don't hold on to anger or grudges. We don't wish harm to anyone. Instead, we cultivate goodwill. When you live a moral life by not killing, not stealing, don't do sexual misconduct, don't lying or taking intoxicants, you are giving safety. That's a kind of forgiveness too. It doesn't cost anything, but it's not always easy. Sometimes our defilements push us to think or act in ways that hurt ourselves or others, especially when we hold on to past hurts. When we stay angry with someone, it's like holding fire inside. The more we think about it, the more we burn. Often the other person doesn't even know we are upset. If we don't let go of the fire in time, one day we may do something harmful. Even if we don't, we are still the one being harmed by our own mind. There's a well-known story about Theravada, the cousin of the Buddha. He hated the Buddha for many lives. In one of their first lives, they were both traveling merchants. One day, Theravada found a poor grandmother and her granddaughter selling an old tray. It looks worthless, but when he scratched it, he realized it was gold. Wanting to trick them, he said, "This is worthless," and walked away, planning to come back later. Soon after, the Bodhisattva, the future Buddha, came by. The grandmother offered him the same tray. He saw it was gold and said honestly, "This is valuable. I can't trade for it. All I have is not enough." But the grandmother was happy to take what he had. He gave them everything and walked away with the tray. When the Theravada returned and found out what happened, he was furious. He ran after the Bodhisattva, who was crossing the river by boat, but couldn't catch him. His heart was burning with anger, and eventually he died from it, with hatred in his mind. From that life forward, he kept following the Buddha life after life, trying to destroy him and suffer deeply because of it. So we should never hold on to hatred. Of course, we are human. We might get angry, but don't carry it overnight. Try to clear your emotions. On the surface, it may seem like forgiveness benefits others, but in truth, the greatest benefit comes to ourselves. Every time we forgive, our hearts feel lighter, more peaceful, and more joyful. No inner tension, no heat in the chest, just ease and refreshness. And with that peace, sitting in meditation becomes much easier. But if you still find it difficult to forgive someone, I suggest trying to spread loving kindness every night before bed. It can help soften your heart over time. I have made a video about loving kindness that you can watch it if you are interested. Let us practice giving through generosity, knowledge, and forgiveness. And through giving, may our hearts become light, calm, and free. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video and at the center every Sunday.